Hello guys, and tonight Ukrainian drones have paid traditional visits to Russian military objects, and it was loud at least in 4 regions: in Tula, in Tambov, in Voronezh, Nizhny Novgorod, which definitely demonstrates how real war is for Russia too. They planned blitzkrieg and now they hear explosions, they see fires, and they actually experience severe demilitarization. Actually, this is the only way to achieve lasting peace in this part of the world. So let's discuss what strategic objects were targeted by brave Ukrainian drones, and most importantly, why perhaps we have actually crossed some of Russia's red lines. My name is Anna, I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine, and if you want to see Russia defeated, subscribe, we will discuss that on the channel soon. Same as the collapse of the Kremlin and Putin's imprisonment. But so far we enjoy our geography lessons, where we discover more about Russian geography based on the destructions of military objects there. And today, my dear students, the lesson is going to be long, because these were a lot of regions and a lot of military objects. So, first of all, another kind reminder to the Russian population that their air defense is not working, and the main propagandist Solovyov was very disappointed with the reports from the local authorities, who first claimed that nothing happened and they managed to intercept evil Ukrainian drones, but debris, and somehow debris of just Ukrainian drones caused serious destructions and detonations on their plants, military air bases, ammunition depots, and distilleries. Yes, guys, this is what I meant when I said that it seems like last night we crossed red lines. Because in Tambov and in Tula we have targeted two very big chemical industrial plants, but they actually also work as distilleries. You know that the production of various fuels, the production of various chemical substances may actually include the need for spirits and alcohol, and it's actually fuel by which all of the Russian population survives decades of this misery. And yes, yesterday we have destroyed 2 distilleries in Russia, which are a part of the chemical plants. So let's start with each of these cities that are located in different parts of Russia, not that close to the borders. And this is a very vivid illustration of Russia's vulnerability. So city number 1 is Tula, and there we have targeted a distillery and a chemical production plant, and also 2 very good objects were on fire, and that is MVD, which is the department of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, like a big police office, but in Russia they don't call police, they call militia, and it tells a lot. And also an FSB office in Tula. Actually, there are more and more fires in FSB, meaning that more and more FSB agents are endangered in Russia. Remember, Putin is the FSB agent. He's not a president, actually, he's an FSB and a dictator. And the next target was Tambov, and in Tambov another distillery as a part of Biohim, which is biochem chemical factory, was destroyed. And apart from jokes, these industrial plants are working on the production of various fuel and various chemicals that are also needed for the missiles. And of course for Russians, because alcoholism is not a joke, it's not a stereotype, it is a tragedy of the Russian society. But how else do you survive? If you haven't watched a video about this Russian paradox, about this tragedy, I will link it here so that you can watch, and actually maybe some of your questions will be answered. Remember to subscribe to see Russia defeated, to see Putin imprisoned and Medvedev drunk, because he's always drunk. Those who do not remember who Medvedev is, you are happy people. This was a substitute for Putin during his short break between presidential terms, fake Russian president during whose term Putin was a prime minister, just getting ready to return. And another target was Voronezh. In Voronezh, a military industry plant was targeted, people recorded videos, and they were very dissatisfied with the work of the Russian air defense. And we all know, if there is air defense in Russia, it is definitely around Putin's bunkers. Literally, I think that part of his bunkers were identified by Ukrainian intelligence based on the number of these air defense systems there. And target number 4 that suffered this night from the Ukrainian drones visit is Nizhny Novgorod. Nizhny Novgorod military air base. And they actually had to close airfields around the city, which proves their vulnerability and inability to stop the drones. Because they are unstoppable, because they are Ukrainian, and you can never stop freedom. You know, actually working on the scenarios for our Russian Paradox series, I have come across one of new phobias that Putin has developed, and I love the term. I'm sure you can use it when talking about Ukrainian victories, Russian failures, when helping us fight against Russian toxic narratives. So this is dronophobia. Putin definitely developed dronophobia, and he even left one of his favorite mansions in Sochi, and people disassemble it. Putin used to spend like dozens of days in it during summers, but now with the visits of Ukrainian drones, he was terrified to travel to the western and southern parts of Russia, which speaks much better than Russian TV. We know that Russian TV is intoxicated with Russian propaganda, but Putin's actions speak louder than words. He spends more and more time in his bunkers, he develops the network, and he is afraid of coming closer to the Ukrainian border. The situation changed tremendously since 2014, when he loved spending his summers there, because we develop and we become stronger. Another very nice symptom, very nice message was sent by many of Putin's friends or sympathizers who are a part of BRICS. And the leader of Brazil decided not to travel. The president of Serbia declined the visit, and in total, Putin was very dissatisfied. But what I personally consider as an offense is that the head of the UN, Guterres, is going to visit Putin in Moscow. He did not come to Ukraine's peace summit in Switzerland, but he is ready to shake hands with the war criminal, with the person responsible for the deaths of thousands of civilians, and not only in Ukraine, and a person who actually invited North Korean troops to participate in a war against another country. So I think, for me, Gutierrez is lost forever. I did not like him before. I did not speak about him before. Actually, that's one of my strategies. I rarely speak about people whom I disrespect. So unfortunately, I do have to speak about Putin, because we still have to stop him, to defeat him, then to capture him, imprison him, and YouTube is too sensitive for me to express what I wish to this dictator. And remember to join me on social media platforms such as Instagram, X, Threads, and Discord. All the links are in the description of this video, and please share the videos on your social media platforms. I think it's not enough truth, it's not enough attention to this civilizational war between the democratic world and the authoritarian regimes that unite really quickly, and we have to be very alert. We have to be very decisive and resilient, just as Ukrainians are. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel, and helping me film more. Tomorrow is the day, and helping me write more and inspiring me to try new projects. Hopefully, I will introduce you with some more soon. And we have a good merch shop, which has lots of t-shirts, sweatshirts, caps, cups, pillowcases, stickers, and pins that work well as reminders and conversation starters about Ukraine. And we need your support, and you need our support, because right now with Russia, with North Korea, with China, with Iran, this world is a dangerous place, and we already have some experience how to defeat them successfully. So let's stay together. Slava Ukraini!